The Ministry of Health has projected the new infections of HIV are at 0.08% in Rwanda, which means at least 900 to 1,000 people are infected with this new virus per year. The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Donatille Mukabalisa, elaborated that the major steps Rwanda has taken in the last 20 years in fighting against HIV/AIDS is also seen in the reduction of the new HIV infection, but stated that the vision of the country is to zero down the HIV infection.
In 2019, the new HIV infection were estimated at 0.08% person per year. In Rwanda, we can envision one day soon when we will see those numbers reduced to zero, with 98% of pregnant women living with HIV having access to treatment to prevent mother-to-child transmission of HIV in 2019, which has contributed to the reduction of mother-to-child HIV transmission to less than 2%.
During Day 2 of the International Conference on AIDS and STIs in Africa, the Executive Director of Global Fund, Peter Sands, explained that countries had managed to reduce HIV infection like Rwanda. He also mentioned that some countries had embarked on budget allocation in the health sector.
African countries signed up to the Abuja Declaration to spend 15% of their government resources on health. Actually, only about 3 African countries do that. You cannot deliver a universal health coverage system on single-digit percentage of your fiscal budget being spent on health. The math doesn't work. To put it in perspective, the UK's NHS sucks up 30% of total government spending in the UK.
Some researchers and scientists believe that a vaccine would be a sustainable solution to HIV/AIDS, as elaborated by Corey Lawrence, who has spent more than 10 years in HIV vaccine research.
I think it needs another technology. I don't think the current technologies of testing and treating will get us to an AIDS-free generation. I think the data are supporting that we are going to need another technology, and whether that's giving the antibodies by some sort of injection and doing it every 4 or 6 months, or whether it's by a vaccine that you get and will last 3 or 4 years and you can get boosted every 3 or 4 years. I think those technologies are going to be needed. Well, I wanted to tell the audience that there's been just huge progress in the development of an HIV vaccine, and that we should have some cautious optimism about the ability to develop a vaccine in the next 3 to 4 or 5 years. And the next 2 or 3 years will define whether we're close to an HIV vaccine or not. I can't guarantee that.
There are about 1.6 million new infections in the world every year. A vaccine would surely provide a good solution. In 2018, 500,000 people died in Africa due to HIV infection.